try to take a little bit of a break from what we've normally been talking about, but I just have to read off this quote from Ross Dellinger's latest tweet, because everybody's seeing the news of, all of a sudden the NCAA is wanting to get involved here in the last 15 minutes in what has been going on now for, months at this point. And people are already shooting holes going, I mean, what are they even going to be able to do? Like, okay, player sues them, takes them to court, and boom, it doesn't even matter. So I still don't even think there's anything that comes of this.
Well, tell them what it is.
Well, I mean, you just said it a little while ago. It's them, putting in legislation or whatever to try to curb this NIL stuff. But it's not NIL. It's not. We don't even need to, like David said, we don't even need to call it NIL anymore. It's not what it is. It's pay for play. And I might just start referring to it as that from now on, because that's more accurate. But the reason why I say all that is because this is from Ross Dellinger's tweet, and this is why college athletics is where it is right now. There is regret among several college leaders that they did not implement a permanent NIL policy last summer that would have barred booster involvement. College sports would have been infinitely better off, Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlesby tells SI. Well, no freaking kidding.
No, really, say the whole word. Say the words you want to. No, I'm kidding.
I want to, because, God, these are the dumbest leaders of all time and the kings of after the fact having something to say. We were screaming about this, about legislation being needed, because we saw what was coming. Everybody saw what was coming. We could have predicted the teams involved. I mean, Miami USC would have been two of the first schools off the lips of everybody. Texas, A&M. Guess who's all at the top of the party right now? The schools we would have predicted. So everyone saw this coming. Everyone saw what it would turn into. Everyone saw Jordan Addison's situation developing. And here's the good old leaders of college sports. Well, we regret not doing something last year about this. And this is why you are where you are, where you have no control over everything and you're at the mercy of the federal government, and you really can't do anything because it's going to get shot down in court. That's why, because a year after everybody screamed and told you, not even a year, a decade after everybody screamed and told you, oh, dang, we should have done something last summer. No S.
Yeah, it is kind of like Jerry Sandler has a great bit about helmet laws, in that you're making a law for a head that doesn't believe that it needs a helmet. Look, if you're in a motorcycle accident and you crack your head open and a helmet could have saved you, you're immediately thinking that helmet was a great idea. And that's where the NCAA is like, man, that helmet.
Yeah,
that was a better idea than we really thought about.
I'm just reading that quote. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I would be ashamed of even saying that.
The only reason it's coming up, though, is because there's this now, even more so, like, whoa, wait a minute, this is insane. So it makes them look like they care.
I gotta tell you too, like, I'm pro players getting their money, and I'm not in any way, even though I have my reservations about where it all goes. I want to make it very clear, I'm not pro NCAA by any means. I do know they've been robbing blindly athletes for a while and got away with it for a very long time. And I think people just needed an adjustment in their wiring or the way they're thinking to kind of get over the idea years ago that, players getting money was going to be this big devilish thing that it's clearly not. It's just a pain is what it's become. But, I'm definitely not pro NCAA. They deserve all the blame for this. And they're getting their just dessert because, yeah, you should have done something last year. You should have done something 5 years ago. You should have done something 10 years ago, 15, 20. We could go on and on and on. But here you are, like everything else that you just let happen. Oh, dang, we should have done something. So there you go. All right, Brittany Grant.
Okay, good evening. This is your boy Will. This is the King Channel TV. Hope you're having a very good Friday evening here. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on for a second. I want to react on this this video I just played for y'all about NCAA admitting that they were wrong about the NIL. Actually, what this guy just said, will really pay for play for these college student athletes. They was wrong, huh? Well, here's my take on this, people. First of all, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all believe? Can y'all believe that? Let me rephrase that. Do y'all believe that these student athletes should be paid for their play or any type of sports in college? It could be baseball, of course, football, basketball, baseball, tennis, golf. Do you think these student athletes can be paid? Y'all leave a comment on the comment section for me. Well, here's my take on this. Over the past years, the NCAA has made billions of dollars off these student athletes, especially in the two biggest sports in the United States, and that's basketball and football. So they know that this was coming eventually, that these student athletes was going to form a union, and based by that I think that guy up there in Northwestern University, I think he had like an NFL players union that they formed to try to push the NCAA to pay student athletes for their play. Obviously, they won. The Supreme Court ruled this year that the NIL thing will be passed. Now, right now, these players are getting paid off their name, images, and likeness. Of course, I touched on this before in my older videos that I did about Nick Saban coming down on Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher and Jackson State head coach Deion Sanders, accusing both of them of buying their players, buying their recruits. He accused Deion Sanders of buying Mr. Travis Hunter. Mr. Travis Hunter was the top player in high school this past season, and of course Texas A&M ended up being the number one recruiting class in the country. But Nick Saban accused them with no evidence of buying players. Obviously, that's messed up. But of course, those of you who have followed college football, y'all knew all this was coming. And guess what? It's going to get a whole lot worse because the NCAA the NCAA probably they did not. They probably they said them. I think they said themselves that they probably made a mistake. Of course, they say that because these people that are running our country, the government, they don't think that players should make their money off likeness, especially half those players are so-called African American players, especially in football and basketball. These black players coming in here in college football automatically is going to make a lot of money, especially if they're highly touted out of high school, like 5-star or 4-star, because they automatically is going to hit the field and play. And when they have good play, like for instance, like tight end Brock Bowers, our tight end from the University of Georgia, he had a great season of Georgia last year, but now he probably making a whole lot of money off his name, his likeness, and his image, etc., etc. And there's some other examples out there, and they hate that a 19 or 18-year-old coming in college is already probably going to be rich, because usually a 19, 20-year-old player into the draft, they are in the draft either as college football says, sophomore redshirt. That means you're a junior. You're a junior in college. They be in the draft way too early at age 19 or 20, because it's all about them making money for their families. But now the NCAA is basically in a pickle because they probably, of course, they now think that they made a mistake of doing this now. Especially we're in the era of the transfer portal. When these great players that are highly touted in high school do not hit the field right away, the upcoming offseason, they probably going to transfer to another FBF college football bowl subdivision, Power 5 conference. Because deep down to that player's mind, how can I make money off me? It's me first with these players, and really be honest with you, I don't blame them. Especially when you have Nick Saban coming out there and saying what he's saying. I really don't blame him. It's all about doing something for yourself, and that's about the only thing I praise LeBron James, how he go from team to team. It's all about being. It's all about yourself. What's best for you. That's what he. That's what he brought into the NBA in this era. It's all about what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, the owners and the general managers really, be honest, really don't care about you. If you don't produce on the court or on the field, they just gonna let you go. They're just gonna let you go. That's what it's all about back in the day. But now it's getting a little hard. It's getting a little bit of a problem nowadays. Now, as I figured that this was going to happen, and especially like I said in my last video, that they're going to bring back the NCAA football game. I mean that's what I heard. That's what I heard. And those players' names is going to be on the game, and they're going to make money off that. So, like I said, like I said, and be honest, and this is my opinion, this is going to get a whole lot worse for the NCAA and these student athletes, because they don't think that student athletes should make the type of money. They are for this narrative that these student athletes should think about education first. If you're a highly touted football player, education is the least of your worries. You are already smart. I'm sorry about that. Education is the least of your worries if you're a student athlete, especially if you're a highly talented freshman coming into college. It's all about making money in this world. It's all about making money. If you're looking for a skill set, you search for a trade. When you have the skills to be a great football player or a great basketball player, you excel you think about those skills, and you get better in those skills, and that's all the skills that you need. Because at the end of the day, now these days, if you retire from NFL, you basically still rich if you're a college football legend at your respective school. You still gonna make money off your name, your image, your memorabilia, your jersey, everything. And these NFL players can play 2 seasons and retire, and they still make money of what they off their name in college now. So the NCAA have a very big problem about that, because people, we living in basically a plantation world, especially us regular people. We out there in the fields. We trying to work hard for our money. These people sitting on their asses every single day collecting all the money off our damn backs. They doing it every day, and they enjoying that, and they want to keep that going. And I will touch. I will have some in depth on that on my what is a great reset video, and I'm still in the works of that, preparing for that video. And I kind of feel sorry for, no, let me take that back. I don't feel sorry for those NFL players. I really don't. I do not feel sorry for those NFL players. It don't make no damn sense that they making less money than the NBA players. And the NFL is the #1 sport in the United States of America. These owners are robbing them left and right. Left and right. And that don't make no damn sense. You got weak people in the NFL, especially the players union, who really don't know how to negotiate. They're not smart. All they want to do is take a damn knee, hold up a damn black fist, and saying we stand for Kaepernick. Kaepernick is gone, man. He's not coming back. It's all about making money in this world. Y'all should think about yourselves, y'all well-being. And that's how a king thinks. The welfare of himself and his family. As for a king's perspective, his kingdom. So, like I said, the NCAA and this thing with the NCAA is going to be a very big problem throughout this year, and hopefully probably throughout next year too. Especially when we're going through an election season, because the Supreme Court is probably going to tackle this probably again at some point. They are going to tackle it again at some point, and it's going to be totally chaotic out there, especially when they stop the NIL deal, especially if they stop that. These players should make money off their likeness, their image, everything. They should make their money. If you want education, if you want a skill, you go to a trade school. If you have the skill to be a great football player or basketball player, you go to a major D1 FBS college. You stick to that career, that skill, and you make money. And of course, I'm not the only person that's saying this. Of course, I'm not the only one saying this. I'm sure that player's family, their mom and their dad, is saying the same thing I'm saying. The same exact thing I'm saying. It's time to think about ourselves, people. It's time to think about ourselves. We got to glorify ourselves. We got to make money off ourselves, our work. Like I said in this channel, I'm all about the work. I'm not all about glorifying another person. I'm all about glorifying the work. The only glory that you give is to the Most High. That's the only glory you should give, is to the Most High. So y'all give me your thoughts in the comment section about this thing. Y'all think the NCAA is going to get worse, or this is going to settle down, or the NCAA is going to chill about this? I think this is going to get worse. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Y'all leave a like, subscribe, make sure y'all share this video. Y'all click y'all press that notification bell to get this video out quick. This is your boy Will. This is the King Channel TV. I hope y'all have a very good evening, very good Friday night. The King will be back.